A handoff is another way that we teach to move without the ball, so let's break it down. Let's first talk about the player with the basketball. Once again, coaches, we're always going to teach them to start in a stance, stay low, and we're either going to have them go off a jab step, a shot fake, or off the dribble. Right now, you saw our coaches using a jab cross step because we want them to be able to use right pivot, left pivot. Again, we're trying to develop a total player, okay? This time, Coach Nick's going to penetrate below the three-point line. He's going to drive at Coach Bobby. What we're trying to teach is the player without the ball, you've got to make a decision. Right now, the decision's going to be go ahead and go off a handoff, all right? Now, the handoff, when it occurs, we want to make sure that Coach does a basketball handoff, not a football handoff. What I mean by that is Coach Nick's not going to come here and jump stop and wait for Coach Bobby, all right? We're not going to hand the ball off like that, not as a guard. Sometimes post players will, but as a guard, we want to make sure we keep that ball because if Coach Nick's going to fake the handoff and keep going, he's got to keep a live dribble. A fake handoff and keep going real quick. You don't have to finish it. Let's just see what that would look like. He'd come to the level of it, and he'd keep on going. So we want to make sure that Coach Nick has that option, so the handoff's got to flow. That's the way that we end up teaching it. Now, with the handoff, Coach Nick's going to end up turning out into that defender. He's going to turn out with his hands open. Let's see what that looks like. When he hands it off, he's going to turn out, and he's going to space away to the corner, okay? So let's talk about Coach Bobby. What Coach Bobby's got to do, for one, he's off the ball, he's got to start shot ready. As Coach Nick is penetrating towards Coach Bobby, he's got to take his defender away, he's going to plant push, and he's got to sprint. All right, you can't jog off of a handoff. After he gets the ball on the handoff, he's got to make a decision. Right now, you saw our coaches, the decision was rip, run, take the rim off, okay? Let's get some defense out here so we can go ahead and show what this really looks like. So Coach Nick is going off a jab cross step, and let's go slow. He's going to dribble towards Coach Bobby. Immediately, Coach Bobby takes him away, and he's going to hand the ball off and flow. Now, notice Coach Nick took Coach Alex out. That's why you've got to turn out. Let's see that one more time. It's important, coaches, that you teach your guard. That's a crafty little trick, and it's not a foul as long as their hands are up, that you take out that off-the-ball defender. Let's watch it again, and let's freeze at that point. As Coach Nick is coming, right now, Coach Nick turns to take Coach Alex out. That's going to make Coach Gallo make a decision. Is he going to stop penetration, or is he going to stay with his man? All right? If Coach Gallo leaves, that leaves a lane for Coach Bobby to attack the rim. So we got to make sure that's extremely important as a guard. Go ahead and be crafty, take that defender out, then space to the corner, because now once you let the ball go, now you become a shooter. Let's see it one more time. So coaches, let's recap. Coaches, make sure the ball handler starts with a jab step, shot fake, or off the dribble. That makes sure that the drill is going to be game simulated. This time the ball handler is not going to penetrate underneath the three-point line. Instead, they're going to dribble at their teammate. They're not going to stop and do what we call a football handoff. Instead, they're going to let it flow. All right, that's just in case they want to redirect and keep on going to the rim. After they make the handoff, they make sure they turn out and take out the shooter's defender. As the shooter, they always have to start shot ready. They need to fake away as the basketball is dribbling towards them. After they get the handoff, they have to make a decision. Do they continue going, or do they change directions? Depending on how a team will defend the handoff, will depend what the handoff person does as well as the person receiving the handoff. So we do a variation of the drill so we're prepared. We always want to prepare our players for every situation. So what this would look like now, Coach Nick's going to hand the ball off to Coach Bobby. Again, he's going to turn off in space. Coach Bobby's going to come off the handoff, one dribble, change directions, take one more dribble, sink the defense, and then he's going to hit Coach Nick in the corner for a jump shot. Let's check it out.